Post Malone's $4 million car collection. It's been just over 5 years since Post Malone released his debut single, White Iverson, but he's already established himself as one of the most successful modern hip-hop artists. In fact, in 2019, Spotify bestowed him the title of Most Streamed Artist in the World, ranking in an impressive 6.5 billion streams. He even beat out Drake. With numbers like that, it's no wonder that his net worth has been steadily climbing. In 2018, he was valued at a net worth of roughly $20 million. Today, his established net worth is over $30 million. With money rolling in so quickly, it's no surprise that Post Malone might occasionally like to treat himself to some expensive toys. Couple that with the fact that the rapper has released several songs named after specific cars, and it's easy to form a picture of what Post might be spending his money on. Altogether, the rapper has 8 insane cars that make up a collection that is valued at over $4 million. And today, we're going to take a look at each one. Before we get started, make sure you like this video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now, here's Post Malone's $4 million car collection. At number 8, we have a 2019 Subaru WRX. Just because an artist is known for their expensive taste, doesn't mean that every purchase they make needs to break the bank. Sporting a cowboy hat and a baseball jersey, Post popped into Nate Wade's Subaru in Salt Lake City and proved this with his 2019 purchase of a Subaru WRX. Subarus, best known for their dedicated community of modders and use in street racing, are sports sedans that run for pretty affordable prices. Post's purchase of a brand new model only set him back $27,000, meaning that it actually falls a little bit below 2019's average car price of $34,000. Post purchased the WRX model specifically to avoid a manual transmission. Even still, the automatic car is in no slouch. Its top speed is 157 miles an hour, pushes 310 horsepower, and can do 0 to 60 in just under 5.5 seconds. Even better, Post apparently hung out at the dealership for quite some time, talking to the salesman, signing autographs, and taking pictures. It's good to know that when dropping a couple stacks, Post remembers just who helped him get that money: his fans. Number 7, a Chevrolet C10. If there's one thing that this list will teach you, it's that Post Malone has an affinity for vintage cars. In 2019, Post Malone took a visit to DT Auto Brokers and fell in love with a custom 1968 Chevrolet C10 short bed. This vehicle was bagged and swapped. Bagged means that the original suspension had been removed and replaced with a series of airbags. This allows for an overall smoother ride, but also allows for on-the-fly adjustment of the suspension height. Swapped means that the vehicle's original engine had been removed or partially replaced. DT Auto Brokers describes the customization of Post's car as being a 6.0-liter LS-based motor coupled with an automatic 4L60E transmission. It also has a custom air suspension built in, which required substantial frame modification to complete. The car features a patina paint job, which makes it look well worn and used. A good fit for Post's Bud Light drinking kind of a cowboy aesthetic he's been cultivating. The car was listed on the broker's website for $57,000. Though they have not confirmed the price that Post bought the vehicle for, one can imagine that it couldn't be too far off from that. Number 6, a 1992 Ford Explorer. If you're a fan of Post Malone's 2018 album Beer Bongs and Bentleys, you might be a fan of this next vehicle. Surprisingly, it's not a Bentley. Instead, it's a 1992 Ford Explorer, the same vehicle that the 16th track on the album is named after. The Explorer, which was apparently on its final leg, was purchased by Post for a mere $1,700. However, Post had a vision in mind for this vehicle and brought it over to his friends at West Coast Customs, a Burbank auto repair company that is most famous for its long run on MTV's Pimp My Ride. And over the course of about 8 weeks, the crew at West Coast Customs did in fact pimp out Post's Explorer. Costing a whopping $75,000, the car now features custom suicide doors, candy custom body paint, 26-inch wheels, a new sound system, and tires with spinner rims. According to Post himself, the vehicle has a special place in his heart for its status as a slab, a slang word denoting a car that moves slowly, stays low to the ground, and has the ability to absolutely bang its bass. With a customization like that, Post might have just inspired a reboot of Pimp My Ride. Number 5. A 1967 Lincoln Continental. Post Malone has proven time and time again that he's a fan of older cars, and his 1967 Lincoln Continental is no different. The Lincoln Continental was one of the first cars to introduce a concept of a personal luxury car to the American public, and the 67 model is considered to be one of the brand's best eras. The long, low-body square frame, rear suicide doors, and convertible roof make it an instantly recognizable vehicle, which led to it being used as the prototypical pimp-mobile throughout the 60s and 70s. Certainly a vehicle that fits Post's aesthetic. Today, a standard mint-condition Lincoln Continental runs for about $27,000. However, Post's Lincoln is anything but standard. The vehicle is one of 80 models recreated by the company last year, and each one sold for roughly $100,000. On top of this, Post instantly took the vehicle to his favorite shop, West Coast Customs, to have it outfitted to his liking. The car features a beautiful white pearl satin finish, with bright gold accents and rims, all white leather interior, and updated suspension. Post might have really gotten the best of both worlds with this ride. A beautiful vintage car that was built last year with no wear and tear on its parts. At number 4, we have a RollsRoyce Wraith. For most of us, a car accident is one of the worst imaginable fates. Of course, there's always the threat of injury, but the idea of totaling and being forced to purchase a new one could seem very daunting. But not for Post though. In September of 2018, Post was a passenger on his own RollsRoyce Wraith when he was struck by a driver piloting a Kia on the Wraith's driver's side. The Kia driver was found to be at fault, and no drugs or alcohol were said to be in play. However, the Wraith was badly damaged. The car, which cost the rapper an enormous $320,000, is known for its strong square nose, its 624 horsepower, and max speed of 155 miles per hour, with a 0 to 60 acceleration in 4.3 seconds. And even though a loss of a unique car like that would be devastating, we don't have to feel too bad for Post. The very next day, he went out and purchased a brand new vehicle to replace it, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, that cost him $420,000. All we can say is, that must have been one heck of an insurance check, and I feel kinda bad for the guy in the Kia who ran into him. Number 3, a Ford 6x6 Hennessy Velociraptor. Post has proven that he has a diverse taste in vehicles, adding everything from old sedans to new pick SUVs to his collection, and his 2018 Christmas gift to himself is no exception. The rapper picked up a Ford 6x6 Hennessy Velociraptor. This vehicle is no ordinary Ford. It's the special creation of John Hennessy, the owner of the auto modification shop Hennessy Performance. John's focus is always about making cars bigger, better, and faster than they were before, and Post's new Velociraptor is a perfect example. It's a modification of the standard Ford Raptor, and features 6x6 locking rear axles, upgraded suspension, upgraded 20-inch wheels and off-road tires, and special front and rear bumpers. It also boasts a custom Velociraptor 600 twin-turbo upgrade for more power and performance. If that doesn't sound like a laundry list of special features for you, that's because it is. And all the work is reflected by its price tag. Post purchased this vehicle for a stunning $350,000. And considering Post recently bought a house in Utah, where he claims he's going to enjoy doing cowboy stuff, a vehicle like this with the ability to off-road might come in handy. Number 2, a Lamborghini Aventador SV. Shortly after he purchased his replacement Phantom, Post went back on the car lot, shopping for a new toy. And spoiler alert, it's even more expensive than his $400,000 Rolls-Royce. Post stopped by R1 Motorsports in Los Angeles, where he test drove and later bought a brand new Lamborghini Aventador. The vehicle is enhanced beyond its stock features, and sports a carbon fiber kit, lowering springs, and custom exhaust kit by R1 themselves. This car is so powerful and loud that when it was dropped off at Post's house, just revving the engine made Post cover his ears. Of course, the car is finished with Post Malone's signature white and black accents. The super sleek car can hit a max speed of 216 miles per hour, and can even escalate from 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds. But that all comes at a price, and just days after dropping $400,000 on a Phantom, Post found himself dishing out $500,000 for his new Aventador. And at number 1, a Bugatti Chiron. If you've been wondering how we're ever going to reach the $4 million mark when most cars on this list cost less than $1 million, well, Here's your answer. In August of 2019, Post Malone took home a brand new $3 million Bugatti Chiron. The car is extremely rare. Only 500 models of the Chiron exist. They're also extremely popular with rappers. Post joins the rank of other artists like 50 Cent and Travis Scott, who have chosen the Chiron over the cheaper $1.5 million Bugatti Veyron. And the price difference shows in these vehicles' horsepower. While the Veyron has 1,200 horsepower, the Chiron touts 1,500 and can go from 0 to 60 slightly faster. Because of the rarity of these vehicles, Post had to travel all the way to Canada to test drive the vehicle at OB Prestige Auto before he purchased it. It seems that Post wanted to make sure it matched his Lincoln Continental, as the car features a white pearl satin finish with a white leather interior. The only major difference from the Continental seems to be the chrome accents over gold. The Chiron is the first supercar Post has purchased, but if he continues to dominate the charts and increase his net worth, we wouldn't be surprised if collecting exotic cars like this became his newest full-time hobby. After all, wouldn't it become yours? So, which of the cars on this list was your favorite? Let me know in the comments section. And before you leave, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to our channel.